So 3 days and a snowstorm later, I got it home. It's gonna be a big project. I'll post some videos, but this isn't gonna be a how-to restore your Jeep video or series of videos, but more or less a how expensive it is or isn't to restore your Jeep. Everybody does how-to videos, they're all over, but not many people tell you the costs involved. I'm like everybody else, I make a moderate income and I'm going to try to keep it basic, but I want it to be nice. It's an 85 Cherokee Pioneer. Had to drive all the way across the state to get it. It's 4-cylinder, automatic, with air conditioning, which I think that's kind of rare on the Jeeps. But I thought it was too nice to go to scrap. Frame rails are intact from what I've seen. It does have a little rot around the rear bumper area. I do believe there's replacement parts for that I can weld in. Overall, rockers, fender, couple of cheap replacement parts. It looks like maybe one floor panel. Might rebuild the engine and the transmission. They're super simple, very basic in 85. There's no fuel injection. It's carbureted. It's fairly complete. The seats aren't ripped up, but the interior's disgusting. So there's going to be a lot of cleaning to do. It's going to need a headliner, figure out what works and what don't work. Looks like there's been critters in here, or they're hauling hay or something. The seats aren't all ripped up. They've been wet. Maybe a good steam cleaning will do. It does have a sunroof. I can't tell if it's factory or not yet. It stinks too much to go inside. Probably a few diseases inside there. Gonna have to get a good cleaning. Might wear a respirator on this one. Haven't been able to get the back open yet. It's still locked and it's stuck locked. But this person left everything in there. I don't know what it is. Maybe garbage. May have been feeding a cat in there. I don't know. That looks like a lot of recyclables. Oh, that's what that is. But other than the missing back bumper and the rot around the bumper mounts, it's actually fairly solid. I think one spring hanger looked a little weak. I'm going to get it in the air and soda blast the bottom of it. That's the plan, at least. And see what nightmares that leads to. But this is going to be a project. A little bit of it will be posted on the page because it's an off-road page, and lots of people start out with $600 Jeeps and go from there. Heck, my Grand started out as a $1,200 Jeep, so 4 years ago. So we're gonna make this a nice daily with a slight lift and maybe a lot of new parts. I kind of want the engine rebuilt, I think. I'll get it to start and get a compression test done on it, but I think I want to rebuild it, motor and tranny, go through the axles. It's got 410 gears. It's a 4-cylinder. And this is where we'll start off at. I can document where all the chrome's at, so It can be put back on after his paint job. I think I'm going to leave it the original color, unless, of course, the wife overrides me and decides she wants it purple or something. But I think this is a good starting point. You're going to need some rocker work. Good cleaning. Probably going to find critters in here somewhere. Oh yeah. Didn't see that. Needs a mirror. This is going to be we're going to try to see how much of a budget build we can do on this, but keep it really on the affordable side. They don't make these Jeeps anymore. They're starting to get a following. This is one of the original AMC Jeep Cherokees, and I know the engine options in those weren't the greatest, but I prefer to go with the original. I've had one of these before. I had it with a 2.8 liter. I off-roaded it for 7 years and never failed me. So this will be more about staying within a budget. First I gotta figure out what that budget is, but we'll stay within a budget. Try to get it roadworthy, where you can not cringe if you want to take it on a 1,000-mile trip. I'm hoping that that 4-cylinder is fuel efficient. It does only have a 3-speed automatic. It doesn't have any overdrive, so that's going to hurt a little bit. We got a lot of cleaning up to do under the hood. Looks like critters were everywhere. I haven't found any chewed up wires yet. Motor is free. I cut the fuel line. So no nasty stuff. I heard it was sitting in the field for 10 years. So the tank's going to come out and get replaced. And the whole underside at that point will probably get soda blasted. But first thing first, I'm going to find out if it'll run. If it's got compression. If not, first thing happens is the motor's coming out. Always love a new project. You got so many options. Not quite sure which direction you want to take it. I know, being that there's so many how-to videos already on Facebook, I don't need another how-to video, but let's do a what's it cost video. This is let's say this is just your normal junkyard find. No, I know absolutely nothing about it except for it sat in the field for a long time. And the tires go flat. That's all. And the motor's free. That's all I figured out about it so far. So from there, we'll figure out a budget, bodywork, engine, transmission, interior, tires and wheels. Well, I like the steelies. I'll probably leave those wheels. Just clean them up a lot. They got the beauty rings. Not missing any of the beauty rings. They are missing the caps. I think they had caps over the lug nuts. See if I can find those. Missing a 4x4 sticker. Or chrome. This ought to be fun. Get it started, see what works, what doesn't work. Let the snow melt off of it. Clean it out, get it in the garage, and start stripping it apart. There'll be a lot of before and after. If anybody wants to know any certain parts that I'm going to work on that you want a video of, I'll do it. But other than that, it's going to be like a before, after, and cost. And keep it simple and sweet and try to get through this project and have a nice little 38-year-old Jeep Cherokee Pioneer. Oops, I'm going to take my finger and stick it right in the video. But that's what we do in amateur hour. I think we're going to have lots of fun with this one. Let me know if you want to see any specific videos, if you want to see the floor pans come out or get replaced, or I'm going to be videoing it all anyways as a documentation of the restore. I'm just going to simple it way down for the YouTube and keep it short and sweet and do before, after, and cost, before, after, and cost. And at the end of the day, we'll add up if I spent way too much more than it's worth, or if we'll have a really nice vehicle that'll last us 4 or 5 years for $4,000 or $5,000. We'll see. I start working up a budget. Everybody have a nice day. And like, subscribe, share. We'll get this channel bigger one way or another.